Hey boy.
Make 'em whistle like a missile. Bomb, bomb.
Hi everyone, it's Alexis. Today we're gonna do another video like we did when I was doing my makeup, but I'm not gonna do my makeup today. I'm just gonna sit here. It's a story time, so we're gonna have a story time about a bad roommate. I had this roommate. It was last year, yeah. Sorry. I didn't make this video last year because I'm finally at a place now where I can probably talk about it without getting too stressed out. So I went away to college my first year. I was excited. I'm like, okay, I'm a freshman. It's my first time out of the house for this long. And my roommate actually didn't check in until the day of my birthday, which was like the day after I checked in. My mom came and picked me up because my birthday was like 2 days before school started. I went out of town and just had fun with family. So let's put it like that. We're just going to end that part of that story. I went to meet the roommate. She met my mom. She was so nice then and there. I was like, okay, good. I actually have a nice roommate. You know, you always want someone who's not crazy. I've heard crazy stories of people having bad roommates or weird roommates. I've seen it online of things. So I was just like, okay, finally I got someone who's not crazy. At least that's what she was showing that day. At least that first 2 weeks. She was showing that. So time went on, you know, we got to know each other. She already met people because, like I said, she was there those 2 days because I was out of town. Those 2 days I was out of town. She already met some people. The people next to us, she went to high school with them, so she had already kind of knew them, kind of helped me get to know them a lot more. I met more people. Some people are new because my first day, I didn't know anyone. People saw me sitting by myself. They came up to me. So I met those people. We kind of joined our groups together. And then, let me see what else happened. It's been a long time, too. I just kind of try to block a lot of things out of my head. So, let me see. Something else that did happen was... So, okay. We would go to breakfast together. We would walk each other to class. So classes were like crossing each other. So, you know, we would just do that. We'd always tell each other have a good day in class. Be nice. And then I noticed things like, okay, so I'm going to say this because this will actually this will help with, you'll probably see what I'm getting at. But, okay, so I had classes every day except Friday. So I had 2 classes, Monday, Wednesday, 2 classes, Tuesday, Thursday. So my mom ended up buying me 2 backpacks. 2 of some of my favorite backpacks I've always wanted. So, the way my mind is, I can't have too much in one backpack. My mind will just clutter. So I had my Monday, Wednesday classes in one bag, my Tuesday, Thursday classes in another bag. One day, I ended up waking up a little bit earlier than her because I wanted to go to breakfast. She didn't want to, so she stayed in the room getting ready. I'm walking to class and I see her with my backpack. And I'm like, why do you have my backpack? She's like, you said I could use some of your stuff, so I just thought I could. I didn't say you could use any of my stuff. I said you could wear one dress when you asked to wear it. And that was like 2 days ago. So I don't know where that thought process came from. So I said, well, when you get back to the room, can you please put my backpack down? She said, and this is literally her response. It's just a backpack. What's the deal? It's not yours. That's the deal. That's the problem. And then I started noticing her wear some of my clothes. Like, okay, I have a jacket. It's a cute Adidas jacket. I got it when I was in New York. And I didn't like anyone touching this jacket. I barely even let my mom wash the jacket. Like, when it came to doing laundry, I would make sure I did that jacket. It was just a special jacket to me. I loved it. I always wear this jacket. People complimented me on this jacket. She decides to wear the jacket. Another problem with it was we weren't built the same. She was more bulkier in the arms, as in she was stretching out my jacket. Like, if I wanted a big jacket, if I wanted the jacket to fit loose on me, I would have gotten a bigger size. No, I wanted the jacket to fit. It's a workout jacket, like one of those jackets. I wanted it to fit. It looks good on me. I don't really wear it that much anymore because I just don't like the way it fits anymore. And I spent a good like $75 on this jacket. You think I want to waste $75 on a jacket I don't even wear anymore? Like, no. And then the point when I realized, okay, she's really just not here to learn anymore, was when she decides to go against the rule book. So we had a rule book. I mean, I didn't follow everything on the rule book, but I mean, I did follow things like no smoking in the rooms, no having anyone in the dorm unless it was that time. I mean, I did end up doing that, but I didn't realize the time. But once I was told about it, I stopped doing it. So she decides to smoke weed in our bathroom. The police officers come and say they had to talk to both of us. We both got tickets. I'm not paying for this ticket. And she said, you need to pay for the ticket. You're to your room too. First of all, I'm not smoking. It was you. So we had that whole debacle. I ended up talking to the person over at the house, and we ended up resolving it where I didn't have to pay the whole ticket. He said I had to at least pay half since I wasn't the one smoking. Because the cops even said it wasn't me, but since I was in there and I didn't report it, it was like I was part of it too. So, and then another thing that showed too that she really didn't care about school anymore was when she stopped showing up to class. And all she did was just stay outside and smoke weed with some guys she met. And it's like, you're here on a scholarship. What? You're gonna waste that money that no one has to pay for school to smoke some weed. Okay. Oh yeah, she also stole money from me too. Just thought about that one. Yeah, she stole like $50 from me. Went to Walmart. I was on the phone with my mom and saying, oh, I need to go to Walmart and give me a ride to go to Walmart to give me another notebook from one of my classes. My mom was like, okay, because my mom only came every 2 weeks. I'll bring that up later. It'll be another part of the story. But she stole $50 out of my purse, and I just didn't think about it until I needed it because I needed a notebook. She went to Walmart and spent all of my money and bought me back a very cheap notebook. Like, honey, this was not money for you to spend. She's like, oh, I thought you wouldn't mind because I got you the notebook. This was money to buy stuff when I was hungry, or because there were times like, okay, we would go into the lounge and someone who had a car would probably say, okay, we're going to go to Jack in the Box. Anyone want to get anything? Or we're going to go here. That's open late. If I wanted food, obviously I had to have money. It was for nights like that. Because like I said, my mom only came every 2 weeks. Because even though I was like an hour and 30 something minutes away, she wasn't going to come every single weekend. I had a friend whose parents did that. But I mean, my mom said she wasn't going to do that. So with her only coming every 2 weeks, the snacks that she bought, I had to make them last at least 2 weeks. And if you know, with weed, you get the munchies. She decides to come to my side when I'm not there. Because like I said, I didn't like to stay in my room. Well, I never said this yet, but I didn't like to stay in my room because she was in there. I just didn't like her. I just didn't like just being around her. It just gave me a negative vibe. And I didn't want to be around her or anything to do with her. So she would eat my snacks. I would notice too is because I had like a whole thing I had the whole box of ramen. Barely touched it because I wanted to make this last for like, I mainly made it last for whenever I had finals, because around that time sometimes you forget to go eat. You're so busy in your books, you're too busy studying, so you're trying to make sure you're passing these classes. And then it's like at the same time I'm really trying to make sure I'm passing these classes because I'm so stressed. I'm forgetting to do homework. I was losing too much weight. It was like I just couldn't eat. I was so stressed about having a roommate, getting in trouble. that I had to make sure I really passed these finals. I mean, I did pass them all, but my grades were already so low. I only made 70s, and I made around 70s in all my classes. I passed them all, but I could have done better if this didn't happen. Because the second semester, when I didn't have her as a roommate, I made A's. So, and the thing is, around the time she first smoked in the room, because I went to the advisement center, the people over the dorms, and asked for a new roommate. They said, we'll work on it. I went to those people 10 times in a whole semester. They literally waited until I had to go to the police officers and report an issue. We're going to work up to that one. It got that crazy. Police had to get involved. Because she would bring guys into the room. But the thing is, I had a problem with the guys being in the room, but when she was there, it was like, okay, you're there, obviously you know these people. But then the problem came where the police had to get involved was when there was a guy in the room and I didn't know him. She wasn't there. She was nowhere to be seen for at least that whole night. Like why is this guy that I don't know in our room is in here? Like, when you know the time to be where guests can be in here is gone, unless you've already talked to the person. But you can't have a guy in there because even though we stayed in co-ed rooms, first floor was only guys, the top 2 floors were for girls. We stayed on the second floor, so just think about it. Just kind of stressed me out a little bit. But so I went to the police because I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. She's obviously not picking up the phone to tell me who he is. And then I went to the police. I took a picture of his face, and they kind of knew who he was. He was a football player. I mean, I didn't want to get him kicked out, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm scared. I don't know if anything could have happened to me while I was sleeping. Like, what if he tried doing something with me when I was asleep? Because I'm a hard sleeper. When I go to sleep, I'm like out until I wake up, or unless I have to go to the restroom myself. But that's very rare. But and then she got mad when I got the police involved. Like, she wanted to curse me. Sorry for that. Like, girl, it's not my fault you want to disobey the rules. I'm sorry that you can't follow the rules and then you get in trouble for it. Like, you were gonna get in trouble. Like, you weren't even gonna be here next semester. You had already lost all you lost all your scholarships. They dropped you out of all your classes. I don't even know why you were still there. Like, I was trying to get her kicked out of the room, pretty much have her move up, because they were saying she would have moved up. And then there was another girl I met. I ended up moving into this girl's room. Had a good experience with her. She was so nice. She let me keep some of my things that she was using that I didn't want her to use, like towels and stuff like that. Like, she was using my bath towels. Like, you should have, like, you have your own towels. Why are you using mine? So I kept some of my stuff. I only had like 3 towels. I had 2 face towels, 3 bath towels. I did laundry at least every 4th day. That way I had enough towels and stuff like that. And then, okay, so my mom also bought me another comforter. Just in case, lady problems happen, stuff like that, or in case I wanted to exchange it the next semester. She decides to use it without asking me permission, but I'm like, you know what, I forget it. Just keep it you already had some guys lay on it. I don't want it. You've laid on it. Don't know if you shower. Don't know if you do this. Because I don't stay in the room. I only came to that room to sleep, get up, and leave. Like, we were able to stay in, it was like this lounge where all the students were able to come to. It's at 12 o'clock in the morning. I met a friend. She knew the problem, so she would stay with me. But a lot of people didn't know the problem. They didn't believe me until they realized, wait, this girl really is crazy. Like, why do you have a guy in this room? Then she ended up getting pregnant by this guy, but I don't even know anything about that after that. But like I can't even remember anything. No, but the thing that also made me mad too was it took so long for something to happen. It took the police to get involved for something to happen. And then I was told, if you're gonna move up, you cannot come in this room. Okay, I have friends in this room, like, so because she's still living here, I can't be down here. Like, what is that? So I had to stay up on the 3rd floor. I had to do all this moving. That was a lot to do. Everything she used, that was my comforter and stuff like that, and the sheets, I just threw those away, even though she was still gonna be there, so she had nothing to sleep on. But I'm like, she should have never taken my stuff to begin with. So that was that. I moved out. She's still there, and she literally threatened me, saying she was gonna kill me because I told on her. Like, I'm sorry you didn't want to follow the rules. That's not my problem. That sounds like a personal problem. But I'm just trying to fight for my safety to make sure I can still stay in the school without getting kicked out. If you want to get kicked out, you can do that. Don't drag anyone else in this. So, thank you all for listening. It's a long video. I had to rant too. But, so, if you're still here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and ring that bell to get post notifications whenever I post a video. Remember, I never said this before, but on my banner, I finally came up with the banner. So now I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hope you enjoy all my videos. Bye.
Make 'em whistle like a missile. Bomb, bomb. Every time I show up.